why you think what you have anymore at the moment with the way you're generating money, passive income is not enough. So what changed? You remember the trigger problem. What makes you feel that Dubai is the right place to invest rather than maybe investing in UK? If I'm standing like this, do I feel discomfort? Do I feel that I need to sit? But if I will do this, if you will put me in this uncomfortable position without the chair, for how long I'm going to last? For hopefully a couple of minutes, right? Will I feel the need to change my situation, to do something? How to double your sales, how to make sure that the client gonna choose you over other agent, how to create a consistent stream of leads and the income which flows every month in a commission-only environment. This is the last video of the series, and where you will find out what are the actual strategy which you have to implement today, maybe yesterday, so you can make more money in real estate and kind of grow in your career and just have all this, Ferraris and, yachts, and why we're all coming here, skyscrapers, right? So let's jump to the video. Off-plan sales process is a very basic application of the off-plan sales process for the leads which are generated with social media. And let's imagine they are from all over the world. They're not in Dubai, they're not seasoned investors. Most probably they're not, because the investors already do not need to click on the ads. They had hundreds of agents texting them with all of the projects. So first, what we have to understand is a problem, emotional need, what changed Mr. Client, why you decided to invest now, why you think what you have anymore at the moment with the way you're generating money, passive income is not enough. So what changed? You remember the trigger problem. The first call is qualification and objection pre-handling. Have anyone heard about objection pre-handling? What is this? Is there a new technique? No one heard about the objection pre-handling techniques? But everyone heard about handling objection, right? Well, handling objection is really tough because the person is really having this objection. But he had that objection in the beginning of the conversation. So where do you want to let him unleash his objection? In the end? Right before he needs to click on the payment link? Or in the beginning? While he still not feel that pressured. And we know what the average objection going to be. That's why we're going to do the client avatars. We're going to understand which objection they give you. It's kind of the same. For example, if someone is living, I don't know, US, UK, anywhere outside of Dubai, or even in Dubai, what potentially he can tell you? I will invest in my home country. Can he tell you this, right? Boom. We're going to get back to the video in a second. There is a course, and I created it for those who still feel that the cold calling skills, the communication and closing skills over the phone are not there yet. I have a lot of messages on how to, and I put everything as a step-by-step process in a course where I teach you how to become a money-making machine and start closing this month and consistently for the course of your blowing the mind career in Dubai real estate. Let's jump to the video, and description of the course is in the description of this video. Link to the course, not the description. Yeah? So one of the first questions I advise to ask on the qualification call is, and that goes into the first kind of foundational. And I see that your number is from UK. Are you based in UK? Are you living there as a resident? Because I need to understand. Doesn't mean that he lives there, right? I don't want to assume anything. You're gonna say yes, for example. And I was like, okay. And what makes you feel that Dubai is the right place to invest rather than maybe investing in UK? Open-ended question, but not just open-ended question. Yeah. So answering this question, that's what you have to think. What's going to be the answer that the client potentially going to give me? If I'm standing like this, do I feel discomfort? Do I feel that I need to sit? Do I feel I need to relax? Maybe, maybe not, depending on how long I can stay. I don't know, maybe I can stay a couple of days, maybe I'm very much straight. But if I will do this, if you will put me in this uncomfortable position without the chair, for how long I'm going to last? For hopefully a couple of minutes, right? Will I feel the need to change my situation? To do something? Yeah? So with my questions, I'm doing exactly this. I'm not just brushing off. I'm not just asking surface level questions. I'm making him feel what he feels anyway. That's not manipulative, guys. You know why? Because human beings do not like change. They don't. Again, evolutionary embodied mechanism of keeping homeostasis. Even if I'm not good, I'm kind of surviving with this way. God knows what's happened if I'm going to change. Maybe it's going to be worse. I don't know. Maybe it's going to be better. But the fear of losing stuff most of the time is much higher than fear of not gaining. That's why we're trying to tell them, oh, it's ROI, but they're still afraid. Yeah? Because it's not about what I can gain, it's about what I can lose. So if I will help him to feel a little bit more pain, he's going to have more internal, inside, motivation to change. And this motivation is not going to be based on the high ROI. It's going to be based on what he's losing now, which pain he's feeling, and he doesn't want to feel it anymore. And it's my responsibility, because he's been feeling that for a while, to be honest, before he decided that he wanted to change. Sorry, I'm not talking about, before he decided that he need to take his money out of UK and put it somewhere else. He's been feeling the pain of paying too much tax, right? It's not like the first time he's feeling it. But he was not changing. So whose responsibility it is to help him to change? Is it my responsibility, right? And the client going to still resist, always resist. But who is a professional? Sometimes I am as a doctor. I know what is better for my patient. It might be uncomfortable. It might be very painful. But I know it's better for him. If he really diagnosed with the problem and he is verbalizing, yes, I have it. However, we cannot twist. And in qualification, if we will discover that there is no real pain and there is no real, I'm going to come back, and there is no real problem, with whatever question you will ask, you will not be able to shift no into yes. It's not possible. That means that, okay, I just discovered you don't have a problem. If you don't have a problem, there is no problem for me to solve. There is no sale to be made. That's fine.